Imagine this. It's a hot summer day in the Australian outback. A hiker, let's call him Jack, is enjoying the solitude. Suddenly, he feels a sharp pain on his ankle. Looking down, he sees a snake slithering away. Panic sets in as he recognizes it. A deadly eastern brown snake. But here's the twist. Jack survived. How? That's the story for today. In the wilderness, the encounter with a snake is not as rare as one might think. Whether you're hiking, camping, or just living in a snake-prone area, knowing what to do in the event of a snake bite can mean the difference between life and death. Step 1. Stay calm. Easier said than done, of course, but essential. Panic accelerates the heart rate, speeding up the spread of venom. So take deep breaths, get a grip on those racing thoughts, and focus on the task at hand. Step 2. Move away from the snake. Do not attempt to capture or kill it. Not only could this provoke another bite, but it's also essential to remember that even a decapitated snake can still bite and inject venom. Step 3. Remove any jewelry or tight clothing near the bitten area. As venom spreads, it can cause swelling, which could turn these items into dangerous tourniquets. Step 4. Position yourself correctly. If possible, try to position the bite below the level of your heart. This can slow down the spread of venom through the body. Step 5. Call for help. If you can, dial your country's emergency number or signal for help if you're in a remote area. Now, if medical help is not immediately available, here are some home remedies. Apply a pressure immobilization bandage if you know how to do it correctly. It can slow the spread of venom. But remember, do not cut the wound or try to suck out the venom. It's a Hollywood myth and can cause more harm than good. While waiting for help, keep the bitten area as still as possible. Any movement can speed up the spread of venom. Try to stay as relaxed as you can and keep hydration levels up. To recap, remember these key points. Stay calm, move away from the snake, remove tight items, position the bite below heart level, and call for help. If help isn't immediately available, apply a pressure bandage, keep still, and stay hydrated. Knowing what to do in the event of a snake bite can save your life, or the life of someone else. The wilderness can be unpredictable, but with the right knowledge, you can navigate it safely. Like Jack, who survived his encounter with the deadly eastern brown snake, it's not just about survival, it's about the will to survive. Stay safe, stay prepared, and remember, knowledge is your best weapon. Let's learn more about the snake that bit Jack, the eastern brown snake. Native to Australia, the eastern brown snake is the second most venomous terrestrial snake in the world. It thrives in populated areas, including rural properties and urban environments. This snake is not to be taken lightly. Its venom contains potent toxins that can cause paralysis, uncontrollable bleeding, and eventually, fatal heart failure. A bite from an eastern brown snake can be deadly if not treated quickly and appropriately. Now, let's talk about first aid measures specific to an eastern brown snake bite. The first steps are the same as for any snake bite. Stay calm, move away from the snake, remove tight items, position the bite below heart level, and call for help. However, when it comes to the eastern brown snake, speed is of the essence. This snake's venom spreads fast, so time is crucial. If bitten, do not wash the wound. The residue of venom left on the skin can help medical professionals identify the snake and administer the correct antivenom more quickly. Also, apply a pressure bandage over the bite, winding it down the limb, then back up again, immobilizing the limb as much as possible to slow the spread of venom. Remember, the eastern brown snake is fast, aggressive, and highly venomous. Stay alert, respect its space, and never attempt to handle or provoke it. Your safety and survival depend on your actions and your knowledge. Next up, we have the Inland Taipan, the snake with the most toxic venom in the world. This snake is native to the arid regions of Central Australia, often referred to as the fierce snake. Unlike the eastern brown snake, the Inland Taipan is not typically found in populated areas. However, it is equally dangerous, if not more so. The venom of the Inland Taipan is incredibly potent, and the snake is capable of delivering multiple bites in a single attack. The venom contains neurotoxins, which can cause paralysis, hemotoxins, leading to internal bleeding, and myotoxins, which can result in muscle damage. If untreated, A bite from an inland taipan can be fatal within 30 to 45 minutes. Just like with the eastern brown snake, the first aid measures for an inland taipan bite are critical. Stay calm, move away from the snake, and call for medical help immediately. Do not wash the wound, as the venom on the skin can help medical professionals identify the snake. Apply a pressure bandage over the bite, immobilize the limb, and keep it below the heart level. The inland taipan, while not as aggressive as the eastern brown, is much more potent. It's a snake that commands respect. Remember, knowledge and quick response can make all the difference between a close call and a deadly encounter. So stay alert, respect the snake's space, and never attempt to engage or provoke it. Last but not least, let's talk about the death adder. This snake is a native to Australia and is known for its sluggish movement but lethal venom. The death adder is found in grasslands, forests, and even suburban areas. It is a master of camouflage, often hiding under leaves and debris, waiting patiently for its prey. The death adder's venom is a potent neurotoxin which affects the nervous system and can lead to paralysis, respiratory failure, and eventually death. Unlike the inland taipan or the eastern brown snake, the death adder's bite is often painless, which can delay the victim's realization of the bite and the subsequent treatment. If bitten by a death adder, the first aid measures are similar. Remember, do not panic. Move away from the snake and call for medical help immediately. Do not wash the wound, but instead apply a pressure bandage over the bite and immobilize the limb. The death adder is slow but stealthy, and its bite can be fatal. Its ability to blend in with its surroundings makes it particularly dangerous, especially in areas with tall grass or cluttered yards. Always be on your guard when in areas known for death adders, and remember, the best way to avoid a snake bite is to give these creatures the space and respect they deserve. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and remember, knowledge is power when it comes to dealing with Australia's venomous snakes.